Well, voters get frustrated. Voters get apathetic. Voters get demoralized from time to time, especially voters on the right. You know why? I've been there. Shoot, I get there, so I'm there right now. Do you ever get there? You know why we get frustrated? Because it doesn't seem like we have fighters for us. It doesn't seem like I am represented by any of the leadership in Washington, D.C. It doesn't seem like there's an opposition party. Government has only grown for 100 years. The culture has only shifted left for 100 years. Now, why is that? Now, you can make a whole variety of arguments for why that is. But you want to know one of the main reasons government has only grown? Why the culture's only shifted left? Why we only spend more and more and more money? Why everything gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse? Because there actually hasn't been a party trying to fight back against any of it. Democrats ruling over Republicans, whether Democrats are in charge or not, is pretty much been the rule my entire life. So we're told all the time that we've got to go, we got to win back the House in the midterms. It's critical to save the nation. They're doing it to us now about 2024. We have to win the presidency. We got to get Trump in there. We got to get DeSantis in there. We got to save the nation. But every single time you politicians tell us to go give you power so you can save the nation, you cave. You lay down. Every single time. The low T GOP. We went out to the polls in the midterms like you asked us to, and we gave the GOP control of the House. Now, the GOP has control of the House of Representatives. That's a really big deal. No, we don't have the presidency. No, we don't have the Senate, but we have control of the House of Representatives. Now, what would the Democrats do if they had control of the House of Representatives? Oh, wait, you don't have to guess. I can tell you. Donald Trump was president. We lost the House of Representatives in the midterms, and he didn't do a single other thing for the rest of his presidency. In fact, he was impeached twice from the House of Representatives. So when Democrats control the House of Representatives, not only do you not get anything you want if you're a Republican, they'll impeach you twice. What do we get? This is what we get.
This is really a step in the right direction. It puts us a trajectory that's different. We put a statutory cap on only spending 1% for the next 6 years. So we let government grow, but at a slower rate.
We let government grow, but at a slower rate. That's what you get. That's what I get for giving them back the House of Representatives. That's what we get. You want to know what's not in it? What's no longer in it? It was, but you want to know what's no longer in it? Here's a little brief list. No border security. Makes addressing the border at all difficult. Uncapped debt, they're just going to punt the thing. So we don't do anything to address that. Don't do anything to address spending outside of a 2-year freeze, which is basically nothing. Would you freeze spending too much money instead of reversing spending too much money? That doesn't accomplish a single thing. No work requirements for Medicaid. No reins. Preserves every single cent of the, quote, Inflation Reduction Act, the mini Green New Deal. Every single penny in there. Every single penny for the new IRS agents. Well, I should say 98% of the pennies for the new IRS agents are in there. Only reclaims 26 or 28 billion of the COVID funds. The student loan bailout remains. Essentially, Democrats get everything they want. What do you get? Nothing. Nothing. I don't even know what to tell you. You don't have even a tiny win. And I've actually seen, and I can't believe I'm seeing this, I've actually seen people on the right, not just politicians, pundits and people on the right saying, well, that's the best we can do. We've got the House of Representatives. What a party of losers. What a party of losers. No wonder we've lost for 100 years. Half the pundits on the right sound like Kevin McCarthy still defending this trash.
Have you had any conversations with members of the Freedom Caucus that have been against this bill and
Yes.
now are saying they might vote motion to vacate?
I've talked to many about whether they're for or against the bill. I'm not sure what in the bill people are concerned about. It is the largest savings of $2.1 trillion we've ever had. It's the first time in history the largest rescissions, where we're pulling money back from the hardworking taxpayers that are going to China. Are they opposed to work requirements for welfare? Should someone continue to be able to sit on the couch, able-bodied, with no children, and not be helped to find a job? Are we concerned about, for the first time, to be able to change the environmental review in 40 years, just so we can build things in America faster? I'm not quite sure where they're opposed. Or the ability to even have Congress work again, to do the job, the appropriation bills. There are consequences for that. But to be able to take a Trump executive order, PAYGO, and put it into effect with this president to stop him from spending the trillions of dollars. Now, if people are against saving all that money or work reforms in welfare reform, I can't do anything about it.
Nothing I can do. Hey, look at all the things I give you. Look at how great it is. But why are you funding the IRS expansion? Remember when we were railing against that? All those new IRS agents? Remember when there was this guy, he campaigned against the expansion of the IRS. In fact, he said he would do something about it. And what is that guy's name? Starts with a K. Mr. Producer, play that guy.
I know the night is late, but when we come back, our very first bill will repeal the funding for 87,000 new IRS.
That looked like, gosh, I know I'm getting older. My eyes are going. That looked like that was Kevin McCarthy right there. I guess he was lying. Didn't mean anything he said. Now, by the grace of God, not everyone in Congress thinks like that. By the grace of God, we still have the Freedom Caucus, and that caucus just keeps getting bigger and harder every single day, and I'm glad. Here's the Freedom Caucus.
How much confidence do you have in the speaker right now?
None. Zero. What basis is there for confidence? You cannot forfeit the tool of Republican unity. It was not necessary to do.
Is the speaker lying about the way he's characterizing this bill?
Yes, he's lying. But the bill is chock full of things that are cosmetic and artificial that have the same exact effect. McCarthy has lost some trust in how this has been handled.
What I said was we got to re-look at how our leadership structure is in place, something like that, on Glenn's show, because we can't do what we're doing right now. We were being very successful for 5 months. This was a mistake. We abandoned the structure that was making us successful, so we're going to have to rethink it all. What was emphatically clear in all of our conversations in January was that we would be reporting things out of the Rules Committee unanimously, and right now, that is in jeopardy.
God bless the Freedom Caucus.
For too long, we've been led to believe that communism is a thing of the past. But the truth is, communism is alive. It's here, and it's infiltrating every aspect of American life. Introducing the Anti-Communist Manifesto by Jesse Kelly, the practical guide for patriots ready to defend our nation from its most dangerous enemy. Discover the shocking extent of communist infiltration in our education system, their alliance with American corporations, and the twisted truth behind environmentalism. This eye-opening book exposes the true face of communism and empowers you to fight back. Join the fight for freedom. Pre-order your copy of the Anti-Communist Manifesto today by going to jessekellybook.com.